The woman looks up from her cigarette, only to freeze at the unimaginable sight, over a Downson parallel contrails lingering in the sky. She is still discussing the strange scene with her lover when a pickup truck crashes nearby. Carol rushes to the driver's seat, but the driver has already passed out. She yells for her lover to call for help, but the woman collapses backward, her head hitting the ground with a dull thud. Now Carol is truly panicking. She sprints into a nearby bar for help, only to be met with a terrifying spectacle. Every single person inside is convulsing uncontrollably, completely unresponsive, as if struck by some bizarre virus. Cold sweat breaks out all over Carol's body. She snatches the phone clutched in the bartender's hand and dials emergency services, but only gets a busy signal. There is only one option left to save her lover: get her to the hospital immediately. Carol drags the bar's sign over to use as a stretcher, strains with all her strength to load her lover into the pickup's bed, then kicks the unconscious driver into the passenger seat. He is too heavy to move otherwise. Carol slams her foot on the gas and races toward the hospital, but the scenes along the way only deepen her dread. Overturned police cars, bodies lying unattended, and plumes of smoke rising from every corner of the city. It looks like a war zone. She doesn't have time to process it all. Carol skids to a stop at the hospital, only to walk straight into the same unfolding nightmare. Everyone stands frozen in place, convulsing violently. No matter how loudly Carol calls out, none of them react. It is clear no one will be coming to help. She decides to drag her lover into a ward first, but just then, Helen seems to rouse. She gives Carol a faint smile, and then her heart stops. Carol breaks down on the spot. As she starts performing CPR, all the motionless people suddenly spring into action, all except her lover. They move as if following a single command, filing out of the hospital. Carol pats the doctor gently, asking frantically what's going on. The moment he sees she is still lucid, he kisses her. Turns out, this is how the virus spreads. Over a year earlier, astronomers had suddenly picked up a mysterious signal from 600 light-years away, a frequency made up of 4 repeating tones. Further research revealed it was actually a blueprint for an RNA sequence. Scientists synthesized it in the lab and injected it into animals, hoping to unlock the secrets of this cosmic message. But after 8 months of testing, they'd found nothing, until one day a lab mouse went still. A researcher discovered the dead mouse still had a frantic heartbeat. Before she could process the shock, the mouse revived and bit her finger. She immediately plunged her hand into disinfectant while a colleague chased down the escaping mouse. When he turned back, he found her convulsing violently. Terrified, he dragged her into a decontamination shower. After being doused in disinfectant, she seemed to regain her senses, but a soldier at the vending machine became the next victim. She kissed him on the lips, and 5 seconds later, he began convulsing. Her colleague soon fell prey too, followed by a cleaner. Within a single night, everyone in the research facility was infected. No words are exchanged, yet they share the same thoughts, wiping their saliva onto food boxes in seamless coordination. The virus spread across the globe in no time. Who would have thought humanity's only hope hinges on Carol, a best-selling novelist? Her books have a fanatical following, though Carol herself mocks them as mindless trash. Her agent and lover, Helen, has always encouraged her, accompanying her to every new book launch where they get caught in the virus's spread. What is strange is that Carol remains unaffected. Even when she comes into direct contact with the infected saliva, she shows no signs of convulsing. Apparently, she is immune to the virus.
What the hell is wrong with you people?
We just want to help Carol.
Frightened out of her wits, Carol scrambles back into the pickup and flees. But the horror only grows. Everyone along the road is closing in on her. By the time she manages to drag Helen to her front door, she realizes she has forgotten her keys. She raises her fist to break the lock.
There's a spare key.
The two children are unusually friendly and pointing out the spare key she hid under a flower pot 7 years earlier.
Leave me alone, please.
Sure, Carol. Just give us a couple of minutes to clear out.
Carol hurries to drag her lover's body into the house, barricading all doors and windows. Sure enough, the neighbors drive off as she'd asked, even carting away the corpses of the deceased. The more you dwell on it, the more chilling it gets. Carol turns on the TV, but all signals and internet are down. Only a White House press conference is airing. The spokesperson calls her name directly, his tone overly polite, urging her to dial the number on the screen. Though unsure what's going on, Carol complies. The voice on the phone matches the one on TV perfectly, in sync. The spokesperson explains patiently, Helen's death has nothing to do with the virus. She suffered a fatal head injury from the fall. He refers to himself as we, clarifying this isn't an alien invasion, but rather a group benefiting from extraterrestrial technology. The cosmic signal bonds everyone's consciousness and spirits. All infected share a collective mind with no individual emotions left. When Carol speaks to the man on screen, every infected person hears her. Carol is a rare anomaly. Only 12 people worldwide remain unaffected by the virus. The spokesperson assures her she's in no danger, her health and happiness are crucial to them. However, they will soon conduct research to uncover the secret of her immunity, then invite her to join their collective. They advise Carol to stay indoors for the next few days, as they need to dispose of the bodies of those who failed to be assimilated. Carol breaks down. She has no desire to become a mindless umdi in their unified consciousness. After a chaotic night, Carol pulls herself together, determined to bury her lover's body in the backyard. But digging has left her exhausted, and she's only made a small pit. Suddenly, a woman appears at the door, introducing herself as one of the we and urging Carol to take a break. Carol realizes with a start she's being watched. Zozia defends their actions. They didn't mean to intrude, but Carol was outdoors, spotted by a drone 40,000 feet above. Fearing Carol might suffer heat stroke, she's brought her a bottle of mineral water, but Carol, suspecting it's laced with drugs, pours it out without hesitation. Zozia remains remarkably patient, promising to fulfill any request Carol has until they find a way to convert the immune. Carol doesn't appreciate the gesture, but she can't ignore the faint familiarity. She's met this woman somewhere. She pulls out her newly published novel. Zozia looks almost identical to the male protagonist on the cover. It turns out, before writing the book, Carol had intended to make the main character a woman. It was only at Helen's persuasion that she changed it to a man. This detail was never made public. How did they know? Zozia admits openly. Helen joined the infected before her death, so all her thoughts and memories were uploaded to the collective consciousness. Carol sees this as a desecration of her and her lover's bond. Unable to contain her anger any longer, she screams out in fury.
You bunch of ghouls! You are a goddamn bunch of grave-robbing psychopaths! You are the reason she is dead!
Zozia's body suddenly freezes, then collapses limply, just like a malfunctioning robot.